What? Yeah, I
That's
just
right. I
want to
flew
know
into
that
the
we
Underdark.
started the run early. It's good for us.
Yeah. Blood. Blood.
So when those assholes are spinning in their own puddles, stun them or something so they don't heal the full. And loot trash and all that shit.
Interrupt. Blood. Watch your step. Blood.
Oh no, there's a Death Knight taking damage. I better heal that.
Exactly.
No, Red Meat's dead. Just leave it alone.
Watch your step.
Now that we have a Gaston in the guild, we definitely need to make sure to call him Gastogny.
Alright. You should live with that.
His alts include Cogsworth, Lumiere, and Bell.
I can put a summoning. If you want to click it.
Or we can do it after track.
We invited Magical for ball juggling.
Juggle your balls.
Can't get, just so you know, you live. 100 died so that you would live.
As is appropriate.
Blood.
That guy's got a neck. Why can't I choke him?
Sorry, Adam. Don't know what happened there. These guys are hitting really hard. What's going on? Ow.
You're probably missing your pants.
Why am I dead?
Multiple closets, let's get all the summons going. If you're not clicking on somebody, find a portal to click on. And please get badass mounts off portals.
Theta, you want to drop a cauldron? Adam, stop riding. Let's get the cauldron done.
Magistral's here, he does not need any more summons.
Do you guys notice that in Cars 3, the cars are having a lemon party?
I didn't know there was a Cars 2, much less 3.
What about planes?
Sorry, most of the guild was a little bit aged out for Cars 3 unless we watched it with the children.
Hey, Fatty, did you get that cauldron dropped?
Pretty sure the guild has aged well enough that
We gonna wait for
No,
the
I'm
trash?
gonna
or
drop
no?
it at the boss, yeah.
It doesn't matter. The flask lasts for 3 hours, and we have 3 hours, or we get 3 flasks, an hour a pop. We do a 3-hour raid. There's no
Yeah,
reason
but
not
we
to.
always wait for the boss, so I dropped it in the middle of trash.
Why? Why wait for the boss?
trash can go down faster.
Well, if it's 3 hours, that's true. It's 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours.
Cauldron's down.
Cedo, no.
Oh, am I tanking, Mark? Or are
No,
you just flasking? Okay, no.
I'm flasking.
I got an extra one if anyone needs.
This is a comprehensive collection of Titan knowledge.
We
These discs
doing Vec first or Vectus?
It's gonna go back to Vectus.
You say Vectus or Vectas?
Probably both.
Vectus
Is
right
Norgobite
behind.
even a word? I know it was Peta and Zeta. I don't think Norga is an SI unit.
Whoops, for some reason I thought we were going to that last boss.
That's why I waited for a tank.
What are we doing?
A lot of people are dying.
Everybody went to the place that we told them to go to. Alright, we're turn. Are we turn around killing Vectus? What's going on here?
Vectus is at the top.
Zek Vaz is the first on the left. Vectus is the one in the middle.
Watch your step.
This is a cheater.
Yes, he is.
What?
He plays rogue.
He just did a lot of DPS, and people are complaining about it.
Well, he did more than me.
Bottom of the top of the healing charts in about 3 seconds.
Fibs, you did a lot of DPS, but you didn't do 30k on the Brewmaster boss DPS.
He probably cast the spell.
This laboratory contains
He cast
Pretty
Phantom
He
Knives.
pushed one button.
He pushed
It's
more than
pushed
one button,
Blade
but one
Fury.
button is his
He
number
probably
one
pressed it.
heal.
Viral containment.
No, Fibs.
Contaminated specimen approaching.
Fibs just Blade Fury.
What's the
Flurry, yeah.
what's the priest button that wins you on all the meters?
Holy Word Salvation.
Exactly, that one. He did
That
that.
is not what you just pushed, though.
He did the Holy Word Salvation of DPS.
Salvation, I remember that as the threat reducer.
Yeah, that was Blessing of Salvation. That was Paladins.
Alright, sorry, I'm waiting.
Guys, let's fix this. There's like a shaman on the meters somewhere in the top 40.
Top deaths.
Top 40 for damage. Let's fix that.
Who the hell's this Brehon?
I don't know. Some new
He's
guy.
the Iron Man.
Thinks they buff their class, he can come to raid, start doing damage and shit.
Who got buffed?
There's a requirement process before you can do damage.
Where you play your class so badly that it actually gets you a buff.
You know, if we all play our class badly, Uldir will buff us.
Mage hasn't been buffed in a long time, though.
True, but
And we've all been playing pretty poorly.
honestly, you play badly. It's working for Prot Warriors. They're getting a buff.
They can't buff not dying, so.
Guys, in the event that we need people to get on alts or to bring other people in, we'll specifically ask you for it. Especially if said character does not meet minimum raid requirements. Okay, back to this boss. The big takeaway from last time was avoiding getting any stacks that you can. You must minimize the number of stacks you get in order for us to get through this without the healers imploding.
Okay.
Portal.
Yes, circles do need to be soaked. That's a big thing. Need to arrange groups. Hold on a moment.
Is Bulimus here?
I need a summon.
Bulimus. Not bulimus. It sounds like bulimia.
I know that's what I thought he was going for.
Do the healers have a particular preference about having one in each group, or do you not care?
Doesn't really matter. Everyone's
Shouldn't matter, yeah.
range. I mean, if you feel being extra good about it, then yes, just because when we scatter in phase 2, it makes sure that no one's out of range, but that hasn't been a problem over and above all the amazing amounts of damage and dying that we do.
Hey, can we all pay attention to Lan here, who's got a really terrible transmog?
Don't look at mine.
All right, where the hell did we put up these things last time? In the very center?
We did 3 of them, right? Middle and
Yes.
left side, little triangle.
That was the wrong button.
Did you guys already put down a cauldron?
Yep.
I think Valkor grabbed an extra one.
I got one. Who said that?
I'll trade with you. Bulimus.
We must.
Bulimus.
Bulimia.
Okay, that's pretty symmetrical. Feast is down, eat your feast and shit.
I got dibs on the steak.
Why not?
We don't have
That's
to shoot
tentacle.
after we eat.
What's on top? Is that tiramisu or some kind of funky cake?
It's all a lie. You click on it and it turns into a drumstick.
I don't think tiramisu would have a apple on top.
Oh man, when did we start eating drumsticks instead of hunks of bread? Seriously,
The thing
when
is
did that?
that there's not any chicken on the table.
Groups 1 and 2, you're purple. You're also melee, mostly.
We have a paladin healing tonight. We're doing the healing rotation.
Yeah, it looks like a Billidan.
I thought you were a mage, Court.
A
I
Billidan.
was, and I figured that we were low on healers, so I brought one that's capable of doing this.
Hey, hey, a Billidan. I thought Abilities was already a Paladin.
He is, but he's on a different realm.
Oh, okay.
I thought abilities was a warlock.
I remember him being a Paladin.
Abilities was a paladin back in TBC.
Yeah, same.
Available as a warlock.
Any particular question about what we're doing here? Sweet.
Get out of gestate.
Purple melee, you guys are moving forward. Orange, you're staying in the center. Green, you're going towards the entrance of the chamber when it comes to splitting up to step in circles. Don't let the big blobby thing hit you. Don't let the fucking blood attacks from the puddle hit you.
All right. Sorry, we're trying to get cooldowns organized very quickly, so I'm going to do that. Gaston is going to do the first one. Fatty's going to do the second one. Makati's going to do the third one. I will go fourth. Abilities, you will go fifth. Gaston, you will go sixth.
Okay.
I'm sorry, is there a reason why there are ranges in groups 1 and 2? Like purple?
Because it doesn't matter if your group is mixed with. Wait, 1 and 2. That's right. Are we focusing on ranged on those groups?
Sorry, I messed that up. It should be 1 and 3.
Okay, cool.
I'll just switch them.
Healers, you guys are clear on what you're blowing the cooldown for, right?
Groups 2 and 3, you have changed. Double check your group, make sure you know where you are and where you're standing.
We got people from group 3 still in the group 1 spot.
That's me. You can call me out, it's okay. I checked where I was and then he moved me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice book.
Ziggurat, please go to the left. The other Omega Vector go to the right.
Amalgam on a purple.
Thanks.
Oh, I forgot to change that entry, guys. I'm sorry.
Just eat on green. Watch out for the puddle, kill the ad. If you've got the contagion, the vector, don't come to the tanks, purple diamond. Get in
Can't reach
puddles.
land.
Archer's a double. Can we get out of the double?
I got the double.
I got.
Focus on dodging these things.
Please call your cooldowns when you use them.
Gaston's got a double.
2, 1. Connect.
Amalgam on purple. Stack the up, guys.
It's my first
Sorry.
cooldown.
I'm a little wild on the guy.
3, 2, 1. Connect.
Just stayed on orange on purple.
Careful, we still have a double stack. They're gonna get a lot of healing from Magical at the moment.
Purple don't get hit.
Mac used his.
Get Valcord up.
It's on cooldown.
1. Connect.
Watch Fatty.
30 seconds.
Phase change.
Finish the ad, don't bring vector to the tank.
I just blew mine to try and give us a chance to catch up. There's
Catch the
puddles in the
puddles,
front.
I got the double.
And puddles in the front. Got nice work.
Bill and I got those. Oh,
10 seconds to res.
Pop and rally. And more.
Stand up.
I got this, Mikasa.
oh, I got all 3 Omega vectors.
How'd we get mad?
We were all dying.
Yeah, too many people down.
I'm not.
We got a
sure
double stack really early. That killed us.
A puddled intensive.
What do you mean by double stack?
If two Omega Vectors end up on the same person, you're going to be taking 2 ticks at the same time. It gets really dangerous. Then that person tends to die, and then they both always go to the exact same person because they always go to the closest. So they'll never split up, and then you're just totally screwed.
It's all right. This is obviously a way.
It was really good. I mean, we got to 34 despite it. We had a double stack nearly that entire pull.
Our weeks, our pulls last, what was it, Tuesday?
Yes, we changed it last week. I forgot to change the angry assignments. We decided we're blusting on the, was it the 3rd phase?
After the second liquefy.
Yeah, after that phase is over, you guys need to stack up again. Like, everybody was spread everywhere.
Was that about the time that we would bloodlust?
Bloodlust on pull, right?
No, we're changing that.
Oh, that's what we're changing? I'm sorry.
Res Stone there.
Yeah, is that like the time that you want to bloodlust right around then?
Oh wow.
Healers, one more time. Please call your cooldowns. Gaston 1, Fatty 2, Makati 3, abilities 4, me 5, Gaston again 6. For the people at the end, it helps if you call them so that they don't lose track of where they are.
Snuffles, can you life grip me? I'm stuck. I'm not joking. You just passed by me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm very stuck.
What group are you in?
I'm like just to your right. Thank you. Any excuse to make you use that for good.
Hey, abilities, use it whenever that healing debuff goes off. The ad does something, I think it's called immunosuppression, and there's a giant healing absorb when that goes off. So, right, and then the boss tends to line that up with a big damage pulse, so there. Yeah, if you've got four is good. I assume one of them is a big spread raid wide one. If you can blow that,
My
then-
only spread raid wide one is 20% less damage.
it's martyr.
Or a
Oh,
mastery.
right.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much all I have.
What's the cooldown on Aura Mastery?
2 to 3 minutes.
3 minutes, same as everyone else. Oh, Mark, I think we can go.
Where's
We've
my
got-
battle shout?
Warrior, please.
Mages need battle shout, please. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fresh house!
3, 2, 1. Target you. Three, two, one.
We've got an ad somehow. Oh, I guess that was expected. So.
Just a green.
Add purple. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong debuff.
Use your cooldown, good stuff.
Did.
2, 1. Connect.
Just a green.
Phase change.
Kill the AI, take your positions, don't get hit by shit.
Fatty, I just use strength.
Alright, don't even bother during this now.
I got the Cedo and Lamb.
I got this. Fatty, get out. Miranza, get out.
Target you.
Mac use just cooldown.
Just 8 on me.
Gaston will use his here.
Target you.
Just stayed on purple.
Cooldown for this one?
Oh, shit. Hit it late. Sorry.
We got it, we got it.
We got 2 Omega Vectors in melee.
What color doesn't have it?
If you have 2, then one of the people just stuck to the other group.
Looks like they're spread again.
Got some high stacks. Fatty, you should try to avoid the group till we catch up. Blood pain, same thing. You don't want any more.
Kill the AI, don't bring vectors to tanks, and watch the bad shit. Puddle is in the entrance area.
Arch has the double.
I have the double arch.
1 in the back. Melee, 1 in the back.
Lester, when we get back to position. Yep. He's back in the center, yes. Hit it!
3, 2, 1.
Clean up the stacks, guys. Using Trank.
Sorry, Zig. I tried.
Three, 2, 1. Target you. Target you.
Does anybody have a cooldown for the next ad, healers?
No. Mine's still on cooldown.
I do not.
Hopefully he'll be dead.
2, 1.
Get ready with your health stones.
Just did purple.
Him a hope.
Pop rally if you got
Should
it.
we just focus on boss, maybe?
Target you.
No, you gotta kill that ad.
Where's Uncle?
3, 2, 1.
Kill boss, get loot.
Now focus the boss, ignore the ad.
Got another liquefy.
Oh, damn.
Just stay alive and we can kill him.
Hearthstone.
Should you soak those?
Olay just got the triple.
Gotta get the ad down. Yeah, there's.
If you're not in a puddle, get in a puddle.
Into.
Yeah, what are you kidding me?
Oh,
Well, that
right.
was close.
Well done, everyone.
We know we can do it.
I think we should just call it a night there.
What we lost some people
So-
early to things that were just slow, unavoidable damage.
There is almost no slow, unavoidable damage here unless you've gotten there is slow, unavoidable damage, but unless you've gotten stacks that you shouldn't have gotten, you're not having trouble keeping up.
The problem is, at least if you're looking at like death logs, the death logs aren't going to accurately reflect the immunosuppressant. So you may see somebody who looks like they're not getting a lot of heals, and it's just the immunosuppressant eating it all. Quick note for the healers. I think I could have misunderstood, but I believe that we're cycling those cooldowns the second round of the boss is up. The first time we have all of our mana and everybody should be okay. Stacks are low, so we shouldn't need to use big cooldowns as much that first time around.
I was
or at least
there
don't
at
need
the
to
end
call
though,
them.
so I was trying to conserve mana as much as I could.
No, definitely, but I think that the time that we really need to time those cooldowns is the second full phase. We really don't want to lose anybody there, so that's when we wanted to use that rotation of the cooldowns. I think
the rotation is important for the second phase. As a result, you also should be almost all of the cooldowns will be available in the second phase if you use them early enough in the first phase. So feel free to do whatever you want to do to avoid spending tons of mana at the in phase one. Just once we come out of the intermission, make sure your cooldown is available at your.
That's all. That's all I meant to say is just that the strict rotation where we wanted to like call them and communicate them is more in the second rotation round where everybody's stacks are higher, the damage is higher, and we really need those timed cooldowns to avoid losing people to immunosuppression.
Just from being in melee and then switching over to the ad, it looks like damage is a little light on the ads at times.
That
Even
ad goes
while
up.
Vectis is
Everybody has to switch. You can switch your pets over. Everybody's got to kill those ads.
Gaston.
Yeah.
Why are you always crowding my meters, man?
Sorry, dude.
We've been pretty neck and neck though, really.
Yeah, it's been really close. This is a bad fight for the button. I don't get as much use out of it because there's not enough damage to proc my.
It's funny. Your
prayers of
top
mending.
heal is literally heal.
Yeah, I'm a real healer.
That's right. I used strength twice, and regrowth and rejuve did both. Both did more healing than strength.
It's all right.
That's unusual.
Fatty's top person healed is himself.
And should be every healer.
No, your tanks should be taking way more damage than you should be, but you should be way high because you're way more important than the DPS.
Daddy-Unk's got it right.
I mean, that's how mine is, but
You should probably be about number 3, depending on how your abilities work on your meters. But Adam and Mark should probably be soaking everything up. Daddy's probably just got a ton of overhealing on himself.
Hey now.
No, that's a good thing. It means you're not
Dang,
taking
I
a
just
bunch
go
of
to green.
stupid damage.
No, go to orange now.
Just stay green.
Sorry, I wasn't really talking about.
Target you. Three, two, one. Three, two, one. 2, 1. Collapse.
Just stay green.
Phase change.
Kangak's away.
Arch has the double.
Oh, come on, I was on that. We have a ad.
One in the middle's open.
Wipe it.
Do we want to do a battle res to quickly go back?
Not really. Looks like one got auto, so do not release.
Hitting them with my staff.
Okay, so on this one, communication is important. Some people have been taking initiative and saying when they're in a puddle with somebody and if they're not, they'll move or the other person should move. That's excellent.
I had that one I called, but I died to Vectus because of no heals. So when I died, it opened up.
Don't release, don't release, don't release.
It's way too late to say that.
We said it before.
We said it before the poll, actually. Before they right.
Why did that not raise me?
You're the only healer in that state.
Arch only has a single person res. I got everyone else. If you didn't get it, Arch, I knew that Len Refney and his Swiss Army knife would totally save the day.
I tried Resin Brehan and failed.
It's because you picked the wrong target, obviously.
I already got my one Swiss Army knife res for the expansion.
I put down my brazier
Yeah.
that time, and it actually did hit somebody useful.
Yeah, that was good. Your brazier saved some of our days.
So, the only heal I accept is Goblin Jumper Cable.
Do you hear that? Don't heal him.
No, just what he meant to say was just do what you're normally doing.
Three of you need to eat your food.
Hey, who flipped that table right there?
That was me.
What was that?
Flippable table.
Nice.
It's a toy.
Wow, Makati spent much time healing Valcor that last one. Jesus Christ. Look at your target's healed.
I believe Pandaria cooking.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fresh house!
3, 2, 1. Collapse.
Just need.
Target you. 3, 2, 1. Collapse.
Just say green.
Target you. 3, 2, 1. Collapse. you. Three, two, one. Commence.
Just ate on orange.
Phase change.
Finish this ad.
Target you.
Soak 'em. Circles.
If you don't see any in front of you, check behind you.
Alright, chose this
I got the double.
Alright.
Target you.
I
was in that.
Always remember, the closest circle may be behind you.
Three, two, one. Commence.
I got the first one.
Green needs to stack closer.
Little sad, please.
Got it, you're next, right?
What's that?
Next cooldown.
My drink is on cooldown.
Oh. Abilities, if you can, one of yours. That's not cool.
Three, two, one. Commence.
That's Gustones.
Mine's up in 25.
Three, two, one. Collapse. Phase change.
Kill the app. Don't get hit by shit. And more, don't bring it to me.
I'm good.
Get the circles, get the circles.
Alright, chose this double.
Got an ad.
So every time somebody tries to take those doubles that are real close like that, like barely touching, they get an ad. So.
I can immune it, so I can take two.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't get one. You always get an ad.
We have 2 battle rests up.
Do we have a healing cooldown, anybody?
Target you.
I use mine.
Yes, I have to try.
No, I use mine.
Get back.
Two, one.
We have 2 battle rests for this DPS phase.
Did hear you. Struggling to stay alive.
Damage on
Use
the ad.
mine. Rally.
Three, two, one. Commence. Target you.
Somebody want to re-bloodlust for fibs?
Remember health stuff.
Three, two, one. Collapse.
Symbol of Hope.
Rally if you got it.
Raise Velcro.
Three, two, one. Collapse. Phase change.
Do we have any B-res available for people?
There are 0 B-reses available.
Circle on the back.
Circle on the back.
We don't have the DPS to get this Amalgam down before we die to shields.
We're doomed.
Finish the wipe.
All right, let's just try calling our cooldowns for phase 1 and phase 2, because maybe we'll get in the habit and it'll be easier for us to keep track of where we're at.
Release and run.
I feel like we can kill him prior to him doing that again.
Or
Yeah,
you're
if we don't
supposed
have
to.
dead DPS.
Too many people died early in that last attempt.
So what's killing our DPS? Is it too many
Died
stack?
pretty early there. That was pretty big.
That attempt was not as good as the one before it. Just lots of
No, it
people
wasn't.
making lots of little
It was a
mistakes.
little, yeah.
I feel like it was chain gestation.
We're losing a fair number of people, like at least 4 or 5 that I'm seeing before the tanks go down to attacks. I think from the plague amalgamations, do they have like a weird window where they don't have aggro properly? That sucks.
Yeah,
No.
you can hit them before you can tank them, and they will turn on smack you.
So just watch your AoE when they spawn and make sure
Give it a 3
Don't-
count.
Don't
before
hit them
they-
until they
spawn.
target something.
You can legitimately tank them as soon as they're up.
You can. I personally, I can't hold aggro if they're out of my range. And I watch the size. I try to taunt them as soon as they become, as soon as they are able to move, become ambulatory.
You should give it like a 3 count before you hit them, and then it'll.
Yeah, the problem is I really don't want to discourage DPS from hitting them right away, because one thing that I saw put us behind there was pretty early on. We had an ad that got off 2 immuno casts, and that sucks.
So I had Omega so many times I didn't want to keep creeping up close to the tanks when I had it to kill the ads. It sucked. I had like 9 stacks before the second one.
Yeah, I had 11. I don't know what the hell happened.
From having tanked the fight, it's more important to make sure the ad and let one of the tanks can just carry with 2 stacks for a little bit than to make sure you taunt right at that second.
Yep, been doing it.
Okay.
Oh, I hit not ready accidentally. I'm ready, Mark.
Shouldn't we have more than 3 people in this group?
No.
Yeah. What's going on, Green? Get over on your spots.
Maybe I won't get gestation every single time.
Yeah, we do need to clean up our stacks. They get pretty messy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fresh house!
3, 2, 1.
Ed.
Target you. 3, 2, 1. Target you. Three, 2, 1. Kill.
Just a green.
Cool.
Three, 2, 1. Target you. Kill out. 1. Phase change.
Don't try to double it.
Target you.
I got it, Sean. I got it. Oh, never mind.
Target you.
Somehow all three in the middle stacks. Or not.
I chose one of the green.
Target you.
Guess don't school them.
Take the next one.
Three, two, one. Kill out.
I'll take the next one.
3, 2, 1. Kill out.
Just take orange.
Target you. 2, 1. Kill out. Phase change.
Gustone's down.
Could we get a battle res on Gustone?
There's too much DPS dead.
Yeah, we took way too much damage in the first transition.
Finish the wipe. In addition to dodging things and soaking circles, the vector management is kind of a big deal.
1. Kill out.
I completely lost track of the third vector. Is there something not running BBM? Because it looked like we were only getting announces for 2 of them.
Oh, that was a bad person to get the brazier on.
Also looked like a bad gestate. Took out a bunch of that melee group. People didn't do that.
At one point, all three vectors were on orange.
I just slowly died to Vector.
Yeah, just remember, we're all the healers are trying to save our cooldowns till after that first transition phase. So just keep that in mind. You want to take little damage as you can there.
Speaking
We
of
lost like 4 or
cooldowns,
5 people.
if you, not healers, but other people, DPS, if you have cooldowns that you can use when there's, is it contagion, the big wave of damage? When that goes
Yes.
out, if you can preemptively hit your cooldown and block some of that, please do it. Things like AMS and I don't know what else everybody else has.
The really dangerous thing is that when we get, and when this often happens, we'll get an immunosuppression immediately followed by a contagion, and that's when we lose people because you can't be healed. You take a huge chunk of damage, and if you have anything else hitting you, the gestate gets you. If you have the Omega Vector, it's really, really hard to recover from all that incoming damage plus like a 60,000 health absorb shield.
Just think of this fight as you can't rely on any heals, like, because you might have an absorb on you, and if you're low health, you're probably dead.
We're trying to heal the Vector people, Manmower. Vector is not generally. If you're dying to Vector, something else is going on.
Understood. I'm just saying that we're trying. We just.
I know.
If we die, it's no one's fault. It's just the mechanics. But we're not like staying in shit.
No, I get it. But if you've got Vector and Contagion is coming up, then you might want to proactively use your health stone before that last tick of it.
Question.
Yeah, and don't just use it when you get Vector blindly. Use it if you see a contagion coming and you have a Vector on you. That's when you'll need your cooldown.
If we pop Divine Shield, will we fuck up the Vector?
No, I
No.
don't think it drops.
Worst case scenario, it would jump to somebody else, and that's not so bad.
So
Okay.
on Tuesday, did we not have 7 healers at one point?
3 of our healers are on vacation.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
The healers that are here are the ones, I mean, that are available, I believe.
Well, I'm only saying that because
Makes sense.
No, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm saying I don't think we got anyone else we can bring in.
I have a heal set.
yeah, I thought Arch
We'll make
can
it work.
heal, so I thought we were doing 6 healers. That's the only reason why
So
I brought that up.
I mean, if generally, I hate to say this, Arch, I don't mean you, I mean a lot of people. A lot of the DPS, when they switch to healer, they probably would be better off staying as DPS. I mean, we can take if Mark, if you think another, healer would benefit, feel free.
I'm just bringing it up because I swear I saw 7 healers last week. So if we had the opportunity to have another healer,
we did. The problem was the 3 of them are not available tonight.
No, I know. I
Is Mark, or sorry, Adam, is your brother online?
I told him to hang out on Hangouts if we needed him.
Okay, grab him if you want. I mean, it's Mark's call. I'm
Yes, grab him.
Can we do our break now, and then I'll go ahead and try to grab him?
Yes, it's break time.
Okay. I'll see if he's still available. He was last time I talked to him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sorry, Entrails. Another healer would be fine. Especially if we can get someone who.
I mean, that was
is
abilities
healer.
not intros.
Oh, really? You guys sound alike.
We're cousins.
Yeah, it's it's the genetics.
It's break time if you need to swap talents and gear and all that bullshit. Now it's time to do it.
If if we're having problems, adding isn't gonna help. We should be removing.
Yeah, I would agree to that. But
So another healer would not have gotten us over the hump on our 3%. Probably another DPS would have actually. The attempts that have been good and have been close haven't been because the healers weren't healing enough. It's because people are taking more stacks than they should, and we get overwhelmed by the damage.
It's not that we can't heal the raw damage, it's that we can't heal the raw damage after you have an absorb on you, and that's the issue. It's the absorbs.
Well,
and stacks crank up the damage taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I asked about another healer. I mean, if we had that little safety.
Yeah, we get it. We understand. We've had that conversation. We don't have to keep having it.
So there is another healer coming in. That may help, but the thing that helps best is for people to take as few stacks as possible of the shooty shit in the intermission. Because what Fatty's saying is if a ton of people get up to like 5, 10, 15 stacks, then this fight is designed to overwhelm your healing. But anyway, I'm going to go get some water and take a quick break. I'll be right back.
See, the point is when we get Omega Vector and we're sending in groups, is we're supposed to be sharing the damage. But if you see that Omega Vector is popping up and your health pool is really low, you really need to be able to make that call and step out. Like, that's what needs to happen every time. I assume it's because some of the people here didn't do the proper setup and
Oh, they didn't authorize in the bot channel?
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
General and rating are the same. The only channel that's different is public. And
Oh,
the
okay.
lock.
We were just
Yeah, if everybody's in
didn't
here,
bother.
we're good.
I
You can see
forgot
little
about it in the
locks on the
midst of
channels.
everything else.
Haman, is there a role for not like if I auth as brute, is that okay, or do I need to? Is there a different role I need to pick?
You're
No,
auto
you can.
enrolled, right?
Well, when you pick role, you say role brute. I don't know. Is there an admin or officer or veteran or something other role?
I don't have Jeeves handing out officer admin roles, but all the officers have an admin level stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I figured I was good. I just wanted to ask because I think I'm all set up. I honestly think the bot can't
Red.
kick me out of channels and stuff because I'm an admin, but
I didn't give it permission to remove people from channels. I gave it. What I did was I changed the permissions on the channels and created a role that could see the channels. I made it so that the default everyone role could only see, public and a few of the other text channels.
hey Matt, you in Discord?
Yeah.
Can someone give Matt a brief overview of the Omega Vector? I think that's the biggest thing he's gonna have to deal with. There's 3 different puddles, and they each get an Omega Vector, and gotta move around or something. I don't know. As I'm tanking, I have trouble focusing on that part.
Cheyenda is what group is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You're going to be standing on the green marker. There's an ability called Omega Vector that is going to target 3 people. One of the mechanics of this fight means you have to spread it. So 1 Omega Vector needs to be in each of the symbols groups. And when the intermission happens, whoever has the Omega Vector needs to sort of hang back by their symbols so that we don't lose track of it. The other thing to know here is to try and take or avoid taking stacks of his ability, as many as possible. During the intermission, there are going to be these sort of like lines of blood shooting out from him. Try and avoid getting hit by those, and then just get ready to heal a ton of damage.
There's some puddles that gotta be soaked with 1 person in each one too.
Yeah, it's the same puddle. It's they're red, but it's that same puddle or animation from last expansion. It's the big circle on the ground with the spike when it's not being soaked.
So run back to green whenever the vector.
If you have the vector, don't leave green. During the boss phase, we're all going to be stacked on our circles as tightly as possible. During the intermission, if you have the vector, hang out, to the right of green, and then go back to green when intermission ends. Last but not least, cooldowns. Let's see. The order was, I think, Gaston, Fatty, Makati, abilities, me, and then you. call them out when you use them. We have with that many cooldowns. We're gonna start. Hopefully, we'll start overlapping.
Cauldron?
Sure. Fatty, you've got another one, don't you?
Yes.
Go for it. It's down.
Cauldron is down.
That's a cool looking two-handed Pokemon.
Thanks. Comes off Talak.
Hey, don't encourage them.
Mark, does that mean you actually got the cosmetic one this time? As compared to the shit show that was Antorus for you?
Oh no, these are actual weapons I have.
From ICC.
Sorry, what was that?
So that reminds me of that healing mace from ICC.
It does look like that, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fresh house!
Target you. 3, 2, 1. Collect.
There's a puddle in the middle, near the melee.
Oh my.
Sure what the fuck you guys are looking at.
Oh, I got the Omega Vector.
3, 2.
Wipe it. Let's go again. Don't want to waste time on it.
Yep. Come stand on me.
I'm
Where's
coming
that?
for you.
I need to get closer.
3, 2, 1. Kill ads.
Fatal strain! Contagion successful!
Hey, Shy. Ah, sweet. If you didn't release, don't.
What the hell is a Brazier of Awakening? Is that new?
No, it's very old.
A couple of expansions old. It like picks a random person to res after everybody dies. Sometimes it chooses poorly and reses a warrior. Sometimes it chooses a healer.
Well, we used to have mass res.
Drop it before I faint.
I thought you were gonna say sometimes it chooses even more poorly and chooses a healer.
We used to all have
What happened
mass
to
res,
pylons?
and then we got ripped off.
Failure
Pylons
detection
still
pylons
exist.
are still around, aren't they?
Pylons still work, yeah.
Yeah, we have a ton of those in the bank.
Can mix them up.
Why are we not using them?
Because
Let's just
Blizzard
put
should have
down-
made the freaking teleporter teleport you right here. Like, I don't understand why they put a teleporter in here and didn't make it go anywhere useful. It's got like an Uldir style teleporter, but no, teleport to Vectis, no, couldn't be bothered.
All right. That last attempt was bad. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I blame the warriors.
Totally.
Yeah, it's all
I-
my fault.
Not the tank.
Agreed, I blame Valcor, the warrior.
Really need to keep an eye on where the puddles are. The circles are coming. All the things. Throw out all the buffs.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Consume husks!
Target you. 3,
Phantoms go to green.
2, 1. Kill ads.
Zigro go to green. Okay, DF got it. Stay. Zigro go back to orange. Okay, everyone's.
Stay in the group.
2, 1. Kill ads. Three, 2, 1. Kill ads.
Get away from behind orange.
Just stay on orange. Purple.
channeling a potion, I'll take this one.
I was right there in the middle.
2 in the front. 2 by the panel.
And our rally.
Haste my cooldown.
Rallied.
Target you.
Who is that? User cooldown?
Guess down, sorry.
Moran's or Uldir's got to go to fucking purple.
Okay, drink down.
3, 2, 1. Kill out.
Anybody got a healing cooldown for this one?
Abilities though.
Hit it.
Hellstones if you need him.
Gaston's got the next healing cooldown.
Target you. 2, 1. Kill out. Phase change.
You guys keep it clean.
Target you.
I got this one. Or we can double soak, I guess.
Double's not the worst.
I'll hit it on the first ad here, healers.
Stacks.
Careful with your Omega Vector.
2, 1. Kill out.
When we lust.
That's my cooldown. Symbol of hope up for the healers.
Manmore, what do you got in commanding?
3, 2,
We're at 46 in rally.
Kill out. Target you.
Don't forget personal cooldowns for contagion.
MR's using rally. We get lust yet?
Yeah, it's up.
3, 2,
Should we res the amp?
target you.
Hold it in case we need it in admission, if we get one.
Add damage.
Use rally.
Actually, add.
Thank you, whoever's tranking.
Can't use it.
Don't hold back on your mana healers. It's almost over.
1.
What mana?
Kill out.
Right.
Liquefy. We're gonna have a liquefy.
Phase change.
Get the ad.
Focus the ads. Don't die.
Hey guys,
This should
we
be
are
it, guys.
ooze,
Hold
so
it together.
watch yourselves.
Use personals.
Don't let any ads spawn. I don't care if you die. Don't let ads spawn.
Lots on the front.
Heals, guys.
Target you.
Don't
Kill the ugly bastards.
just rush him.
3, 2, 1. Kill out.
Nice.
That was super clean too, guys.
Easy mode.
guys. I got
internal
AP.
heals, right? Internal heals.
Really good job, healers.
We were. Oh, nice. Ooh, that's a nice trinket. Thank you.
I accept me being given a sacrifice.
Console activated. Facility safeguards rebooting.
I think I want the trick.
Actually, that on use isn't amazing, but it's 20 eye levels is hard to say no to.
Yeah, the on use isn't great, but it
Yeah.
does better than this cord.
Off to Zekbos.
Stick it on a tank.
You're going back around with no trash, right?
That's right, no trash, making a right.
Did I just roll 100? Like, did that just happen?
Yes.
Looks like.
You did.
Are you rolling on the one I linked, the extract?
Yeah.
Nice. Where are you?
Y'all need to
Look for
install
the
that.
only
please.
female cow in the raid.
I have the add-on. I don't know why it didn't come up. It must like have it
Cheyenne may
disabled
not
or
have
something.
the add-on.
No, he's got it. I told him to download it before the raid.
No, I have it. It's linked here. I just don't know why.
It's so easy because you hit it, and then once it'll tell you who won, and then you can hit the little thing that says trade, and it'll automatically open the trade window for you and put it into the window.
Assuming
There's
that-
another add-on that's very closely named.
Yeah, we've probably got people that have some confusion.
There's personal loot helper and personal
So
loot
what
roll.
George just said is we have people who can't read.
Linked
Got it.
in required add-ons. Make sure you have that one.
Okay, so it turns out it doesn't work if it's disabled.
Yeah.
Funny how
Yeah,
that
that'll be a
happened.
problem.
Really?
So you turned it off, but didn't turn it on again.
You,
I was
we're all
halfway
here,
there.
Mark. Go for it.
Where are you, Cheyenne?
Right next to you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, when I have the time, I'll spend more time farming a better version of this trinket.
Yeah, and Trails, I was looking at that trinket and I'm like, but I can't trade it because I don't have 37 yet.
Sorry, man, Maury. You used up all your luck this morning.
That's the trinket I want to.
Wait, what are you using my luck on? No, no deal. No deal. Mulligan.
Now your luck's out. Just here, I'll show you. Roll a 100 and you'll get less than 25.
God, you're right.
Interrupt.
How are you right?
He rolled 100 and then got a 6.
That's less than 25. He called it. He's like the Babe Ruth of WoW.
Yeah, I wouldn't gamble with the amp tonight.
Yeah, I'm not
Magic
gambling.
skill would.
How much you want to play? You call the number. $6 million. I'll go up to 80K.
It wasn't the first one.
Ouch, Bloodpain. What was that?
That was my dog jumping on my lap.
Good puppy.
I'm like, no, I saw it coming.
Is there anyone here who has not done this boss before?
I haven't on this difficulty.
It's pretty much the same. It just hurts more.
If you have not done this boss, say something.
I said something. I've never been here before.
Okay, so you haven't done it. Oh, wow. So I'm going to give you the very condensed healer explanation.
Yep.
Heal things.
Yeah, it's actually not really big for the healers. Heal things. There'll be a black thing on the ground that you need to not stand in. It's like donuts. It expands outward or inward. If you get I can't remember what the buff is or the debuff is, but you'll get a countdown. Get out of the raid. You're gonna drop a puddle. We don't want the puddles in the raid because people pop them and they spawn ads. That's it. Heal a lot.
So get a debuff, run out.
Yes, rolling deceit, you have to get out. Eye beams, you have to get out. Everybody else, remember to kill the ads. Kill the ads hard. This is heroic, so we can't move the casters around. I'm going to need interrupts on them just because they're casting and we have people who can kick things.
Mark, do you want me to spec into repentance for a hard CC on one of the ads?
I don't think
We
the
have three
casters can
mages.
be.
I couldn't hear Mark. Sorry, there's other people talking.
We've got 3 mages and other things, so let's go without it, and if it becomes a problem, you can do so. Does anybody have any thoughts on pulling through the raid so the raid is on the other side, so when the ads spawn, they come through the DPS?
If we can get DPS to hold onto their nuts and not be impatient.
That should be easy. Everyone just
Yeah,
make
good
everyone
luck with
everyone go stand on the sides while they drag it through, and then we'll converge on the buff.
That sounds terrible.
Stay on these corners right here.
One other change with heroic: if people get mind controlled, you got to kill them now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because they dropped the void walls as well.
5,
Just call when you want to start DPS.
1.
Oh, you can start hitting him now. It's more about ads rolling through you. Oh, don't be standing with the tanks.
Watch your step.
That's a little bit bigger on heroic.
Yeah, it does double.
Spread out.
Spread out for eye beams if you can.
Sean.
A little.
Oh, this is a mess.
Spread seed.
Feel free to redirect those small ads to the tanks.
Yeah, that's what I-beam does.
3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
If you're dead, watch what's going on.
Spread seed.
Oh, I'm doomed. Oops. Sorry.
That's really rough with the donuts in the middle of it.
So
inside.
what causes the lightning?
That's
Random.
Part of the fight.
It's part of the fight. Yeah.
Does it get
When you get
stronger?
I-beams, you gotta get away quick.
No, we start falling behind, and then everything gets uglier.
I-beams wiped out like 6 people.
Well, no, I mean there's just a huge amount of raid-wide damage going out.
We're going back to original positioning.
Yep, it was a good experiment. Hamon, I'm confused. It doesn't seem like it's the same sandwich as it was before.
It's
like, I'm
not.
seeing 2 Malims, you know, like the big Void Lash things, and should I just follow DBM on the taunt swap or what?
Could, depends on how tough you're feeling. It's still Void Lash, Mash, and then Void Lash. But the way discussed originally about breaking it up is going to be easier on the tanks and the healers.
So let him do his little Void Lash, then the Shatter, then taunt.
Yes.
Other tank gets the Void Lash. Okay.
I-beam's quick. Says it's on you. Get the hell out. You will kill people.
And try to predict those donuts because they slow you when you're trying to get out of them. That sucks.
Hamon, how do you want to move
look
with the
different.
donuts because it seems like when it does the one where the center and the mid ring is filled, like which way should we prioritize moving? The boss too, at least.
I don't know that it matters a whole lot as long as we're not pointing it at the raid when we need to not.
I mean, I guess more so that the healers know where we're going so that they can be near me because I don't want to die.
I don't think any of us were ever out of range of you. There's just the healers are losing their shit a little bit.
So,
Gotcha.
so
Yeah, that was
normally
pretty
there's 3 circles, right? I saw it looked like there was 2 circles going at one time.
There are.
Yeah,
It's
there are
not-
in Heroic. In Heroic, you're going to get the mid and centers, or the center and mid circle are going to happen at the same time. So the boss is going to have to move to get out of all that.
So center or mid, and then outer.
Range always stack on melee. Other than that,
Yeah, and then everyone needs to watch out for I-beams because that's bad.
stacking like that will help for I-beams as well because you don't have random people standing everywhere and you can just get out.
Unless the person doesn't see the I-beams and then they
Unless the person doesn't get out, and then it wipes the whole damn range.
4,
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
You guys can be stacked tighter than you are. There's people on the very edges who don't need to be.
It's actually easier for stack tighter. It's easier to get out of the group. The group is smaller. Tight stack for the win, please.
2, 1. Watch your step. Spread soon.
I-beam is soon.
You want to be res, do it in.
Get that out. Get it out.
And that's what
That
happens.
needs to get out.
You don't
Run to the sides.
All right. Wow.
Blank lurks.
It was on
Yeah.
cooldown. I didn't have it.
Do not release.
you can't move straight back because then the I-beam is just going to go through everybody anyway. You got to move to the
release.
side.
What? Whatever you guys do.
we
don't
all
release.
be in like
Don't
one
release.
line in center or something?
I couldn't get the res off.
Don't, I have a res, don't release.
We have a healer. No, we don't have a healer up. Sorry.
Yes, we have a healer.
We have a healer.
Okay, we do have a healer up.
We have several healers.
Yeah, the tighter that stack is, the easier it should be for people, regardless of whether their speed
Let's
thing
put
is
a
up
mark
to
on
get out or
somebody.
not.
I mean,
And
theoretically,
you get really far out and
we're
everybody dies.
on top of each other, and we're careful. That's how this fight should be done. But God,
Yep. Like I said, just put a mark on one of the melee that's comfortable with it, and everybody.
It has it.
Stack.
Yeah, especially in phase 1. I think in the other phases you might need to spread out, but not in the first phase.
That helps a lot for healing too.
Yeah, we love our stack trades.
Yeah, if one of those big green circles is down, everybody should really kind of be in it. You don't have to be at the very center of it. You don't have to be, standing hip to hip, but try and get inside.
The very edge works.
Very edge is just fine.
Thing is one of those will always be up most of the time.
One of those will always be up most of the time.
66% of the time, one of them is going to be up every time.
There you go.
Is that a lot?
Or you can use that to get out.
60% of the time, all the time.
One trank does almost 1 million healing that last fight.
Say one trank.
Everybody on the green triangle.
No, that's Everfluorescence.
Efflorescence.
Whatever.
Everfluorescence.
It's effervescence.
It totally was.
Will always be effervescence.
Tranquility.
You used to only get it from swift mending somebody.
None of the other skills matter. Just use tranquility on cooldown.
1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Move out. Next one's going to force us to the honor part. Get ready to go for it.
Spread soon.
IBM soon, guys. Get ready to run out.
Stack up. Wow. That was me.
Games.
Misdirect all that shit, please.
Spread soon. One out.
Boom!
I didn't get Void Lash stacks.
Watch your
That's
step.
good.
Spread soon.
Okay, the double, triple donut ring thing is clearly just being evil, because that's annoying.
Yeah. That sucks.
What the fuck is going on with my inability? Oh, 0 res is left.
This guy's kind of a jerk, huh?
Yeah. Too.
I mean, he wiped us. He doesn't have to be an asshole about it.
And then he whispers you after him.
And IBM hit me for 100k with 350k overkill. Can I survive that?
Yeah. Bubble.
Now, mind you, when he's saying there's not a single worthy trait among us, that's really an indictment of the Azerite trait system. That's what he's upset with.
I agree.
He's QQing.
Oh yeah, I really want some Azerite. Uldir Azerite gear. I want that healing trait. The origin of the I-beam doesn't matter, right? It's only
The I-beam's on the person.
yeah. It
You
goes
target
from
someone, it splashes around. If you're standing too close, you die.
It also gives you this really big warning saying you've got it.
The I-beam person's
How would
running
you
out,
know
right?
that, Accurate?
What I was saying is on DBM, one of the things it gives you is a 6-yard indicator. So if you don't have anyone in the 6 yards, you won't chain the I-beam, I believe.
There's also like a literal circle around you.
I would just run
It's
away.
pretty easy to see if you're paying if you're not too tunneled. And I say that, and now it'll be my turn to kill someone.
So let's do it, guys. I have the achievement saved on my bar here. I am going for the Edge Lord achievement.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Ready to move.
Get ready to move to the far out. You're going to get pushed further after this one. All the way out.
Spread to.
How do you even get ready to move out, guys? I beam.
Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Spread to.
Res up.
You were the weakest tree.
Did you get a 2 lashes?
Yeah, I mean, I moved to try and dodge the big thing, but
Yeah, that's
too
my
low.
fault. I was trying to pick up ads.
Stage 2.
What's that mean?
No more I-beams, no more little ads. Big ads and clouds.
You can CC the ads, I believe.
But you can't pull them.
We need to go kill the ads when they pop.
Yep, big ads need to be
CC
jumped on
2 of them.
immediately. There they are.
Ads,
Alright.
they're cooking them.
Kill the ads, guys. Interrupt the ads when you can.
Get that stuff out of the raid.
They are stunnable.
Interrupt.
They're stunnable. You can CC them, so like we can just lock one down and it's damage
People
less
dodge 'em up, they
damage.
won't stay CC'd.
Yeah, they have a cooldown reduction for CCs.
Alright, ads are down. There's a reason why Fibs is still dead.
There's no reses.
Don't worry about the B-res.
Honest to God, don't ask that question if you don't have a res counter.
Come on, maybe take him towards the door. I don't have too much room back there.
Add up.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Interrupt the ads.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Group up for heals if you can.
Interrupt.
So not melee.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Guys, kill the ads. Oh, somebody touched a puddle.
We can focus big ad.
Kill the Guardian of Yogg.
Why don't you get me up? Sorry, Fib.
Press Daddy Young.
Another guardian up. Stop
Guys, you
sitting in
can't
puddles.
touch those puddles.
I think that was one of somehow.
Go circle. Maybe more rally.
Little one next.
Rallying ease.
Interrupt.
Add up.
Interrupt.
On it. Sorry, come on.
Interrupt.
Didn't see that shatter.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Can someone CC the other back one?
Interrupt. 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 Interrupt.
Get out.
Interrupt. 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 Interrupt.
Okay, finish the wipe.
Interrupt.
Okay, you see those little puddles there that are flashing? Don't walk over them.
Yeah.
Don't drop them in the raid and don't walk over them.
3, 2, 1. Watch your
Mark, it looked like that first ad came from my puddle, which is weird considering where you res me.
That happened when I was running a heroic pug on this guy before. If you're dead inside one of the puddles, then you're in the puddle for like a split second. When you get battle res, then you will spawn again.
Yep. Battle reses unfortunately have often worked like that, where you res end the location and then teleport to your reser. So we can't res people in the puddle without getting an ad.
What was the primary killer of us? Was it the circles? Like the giant
No,
circle?
it's a huge combination of things. There's a lot of damage going out in this fight.
Every time you kill one of the big super ads, it does a ton of damage to the entire raid, which is the other reason we can't step in the puddles.
Yeah, that was a lot of why we fell behind. We did lose at least a couple people to the eye beam, I think, but the otherwise it's just Titan Spark is a boatload of damage to heal.
Can we mark the 3 stationary ad spots and designate CC for 2 of them?
Hunters, you're on purple. Mages, you're on orange.
Sheep doesn't last that long if we got something better. They kept popping out every 2 seconds.
Repentance works. It's got a cast time.
People,
but
are
it's
you
a
sure?
long-
Hey, Elijah, are you sure that they weren't
Someone could have been
Dotted.
hitting him. I'm
They
not
were
sure.
dotted up. They were constantly CC'd and just instantly popping up every time. If they're not dotted up, they stayed CC'd for a long time.
Yep.
Can we also establish an order in which to kill them?
Well, we could, I guess, but frankly, if we're CCing the back two, I don't give a fuck because the remainder is the one under the boss.
Okay.
I think that this might be different from normal as well. The clouds do move a little bit, so we can't just, if they're dropped in a safe place, they still might come towards somebody and touch them. So be careful.
Be much better in general.
We did.
Get them down
The
to
stack
36%.
was pretty good. It was great. The only thing we could do better is if we all move the same way out of the circles. We're spreading in every direction. So, are we going to move forward? Are we going to move backward? Let's just that would help.
Well, once you're moved, keep an eye on the green triangle and try to get back to it within the confines of wherever you are.
I'll try to move toward this tank.
Come
So,
on.
yeah,
Let's try to call if this side of the room fills up. Let's try to call that we're coming back towards the door. I think it helps to if we're going to totally shift directions to let everybody know.
Actually, I was going to ask that. Is there a way that you guys can prioritize like coming back towards the raid when the donuts thing happens? Because we'll
probably have to with the way it fills the room.
Yeah, we can.
Tell
We
the donuts
just
to get over here and then go back.
Yeah,
we just have to wait for the cone attacks to go off so we don't kill the raid with that shit.
Yeah, the tank trio ability, we have to time it around that when we move back.
Oh yeah, that's just a favor. It's just all of us are trying to figure out which way you're going to go and then go tearing after you so you don't fall out of range.
Hope everybody remembers everything we just said because it's time for a break.
Hooray.
Oh, I gotta go then.
All right, man. Thanks for coming and have a good pharmacy day.
It's okay. I got it switched next week, so I'm going in at 12 instead of 11. All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good night.
See ya.
Time for work.
I accidentally touched Manmore. Let me see if his luck rubbed off on me.
You got to
Or
rub
anything else.
Did you rub my head? Is that 1 to 100,000?
Yeah.
I ain't joining that shit.
Dude, if you do like 2,000 or 5,000, you'll have so many more participants.
That's what I told him. Like, if you do
It's all
1,000
right.
rolls or 2,000 rolls, you get like half the raid rolling. But
It's all right. We're not going to do this one because we just got back from the break and we need to get our
break's over.
I was seeing if Manmo will bite on your bluff, Falcor.
I already lost a lot of money to Magic Skull, like 30K.
Oh.
Only rolled 50K. See, Manmo only would have lost like 10K.
No, the lowest roll would have been the one. Would have been Saito.
Oh, Gaston
right.
is back. Is he ready?
Gaston, you there?
He's here. That's actually Liz. Check your flasks, check your buffs, check all that shit.
Actually, we need to do flasks. My bad. I'll do it right now.
Quick aside, I don't think it's on our list of required add-ons. It was only ever a sometimes recommended add-on is ORA 3. It's got a nice res monitor. It would actually track a whole lot of things. You can use it, for example, in Mythic Pluses, in like party only, to track all the interrupts available to see who has one on cooldown when you're calling that shit out.
ORA3.
Yes.
Got it. What does the ORA stand for?
Raid assist something. Something raid assist.
Yeah. Kind of like the way Big Wigs was named after something particular.
I think something starts with an S and O starts with an O.
Thank you, Manmar. That was helpful.
It's Scottish. It's O something. Irish.
Oh God. Okay, another quick aside. Be careful around electronic devices. They don't do well with fluids and extreme heat.
Some things in here don't react to all the bullets.
Okay, here we go. Actual ready check.
Hey, you guys all get the flask? Looks like there's still some left.
I need one. I'm good. I'm gonna grab an extra just in case somebody needs one. Ask a Sarah for it.
Yeah, that's just fine. If you've got one and there's still a flask there, feel free to grab it. And then if somebody says, "Oh, I missed one," you can be generous and give it to them.
I'm ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
moving away from a door.
It's too far away.
Spread seed. Spread seed.
And I
Get out with that.
3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Stand in the bad, finish the wipe.
Okay.
Given that we've made it to phase 2, I don't think we're going to learn a lot more from repeating as far as we'll get through phase 1 with these many deaths.
Spread seed.
Well, I got a pressure out.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
Lucky resin.
It didn't pick me. Pick somebody. Did it pick you, Fibs?
It picked me.
You're not even an engineer, are you?
Yeah.
Can't
I am
everyone do that with
everyone?
I thought there was some item that people could buy.
The Gnomish Army, I think it only works as a reserve for engineers, right?
I think so.
Yep.
There's 2 versions because Blizzard's an asshole.
It worked for me twice tonight, which is weird because it usually never works.
Usually never.
Usually never. Wait, what? You tricked me. Yeah, 66% of the time it works
The
all.
ultimate.
Whoa, there's an ultimate one?
And it is not 100%.
The ultimate one has failed for me before.
Yeah, it's engineering bind on.
Well, I've never
PvP.
had it fail.
Yeah, I've got the ultimate, and it doesn't work all the time. That's for sure.
Get back, eat your food, let's go again.
I had no idea it could fail. It's never failed for me.
I don't know. Gnomes built it. How are you avoiding it, Haman?
Anti-magic shield shell.
Okay.
If I have enough of a either priest bubble or death strike bubble when I hit the AMS, then I don't take the debuff.
Say that again, Haman?
Void Lash applies a dot. And if I've got enough of a buffer and some sort of shielding when the Void Lash is coming and I hit AMS, then that's enough to absorb everything and I don't get the dot.
Nice.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Watch your step.
You will be
Come to the back of the room.
I'm coming up. Later.
Oh.
That's why the stack's important, guys.
Can we wipe it?
Yeah, wipe.
Please.
I-beams are hard.
You can't finish casting a spell.
Do not release. Do not release. It does kind of suck that we're getting those donuts and an I-beam coming up.
One thing to make sure of is try to make sure that there's nobody between you and the direction you're running towards. You want to have a clear path to the edge of the room, because if somebody's along the way, it doesn't matter if you run most of the way past them, it'll hit you, jump to them, jump back.
Which is the argument for stacking tightly.
I'm counting all the people who don't listen to me when I say things twice in a row.
All of them?
That's, you can count that high?
I had to take off my shoes.
You can count to 30.
This time it was like 6.
Can we get a Jeeves, or is it down? Thank you.
Alright. So for the most part, it's the I-beam that's screwing us up.
No. Lots of things are screwing us up.
No, the I-beam is screwing us up.
But the
In
I-beam...
phase 1, the I-beam is an issue. It's not the only issue, but it's a quick insta-wipe. On the occasions when we don't have a battle res and we are running back, it's a real great time to mount up on your repair mount and repair shit. I have spent 1,009 gold on repairs this session.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Come on.
You're rich.
Have you guys been spending more?
Yep.
Can Gaston get a refresh on Greater Blessing of Wisdom? It's wearing off at 30.
I don't know why you've got more than I do.
Thank you.
How much did you spend him on?
1,009.
4,
Oh, never mind. I only spent 922.
2, 1.
Stack tight.
Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Spreads here.
Watch for that I-beam.
Stack.
Gone. Hey guys.
Oh, rad.
Come on, guys. That happens too quick. We can't call it out. Everybody needs to be paying attention.
Wipe it.
Okay, as tank, I can't really see what's going on with the I-beam. What is the mechanic?
You get a debuff.
Do not
and then you
release. Do
die.
not release.
You get a big purple thing over the top of your head, and it says I-beams. If you got the mod, it should actually give you a say.
Okay, you get it. Then what do you do?
You gotta talk about above your head.
You run away.
The moment that the the marker appears above your head, you run.
If you fail to do so, it's an infinite chain. It'll
Yeah, you
just keep
don't-
jumping and doing more
You don't
damage,
finish
just like
a cast. You don't nothing. Like you see it, you run.
Let's be more specific. Which direction do you run in? Like, if someone
To the
gets
away
side.
from everyone.
Honestly,
Get
just
away
away
from
to
everyone.
the
As long as
sides. Run
what
to
is
the
it? As long as
side.
you're 6 yards.
It should be whichever side is the most clear. You don't want to be running in a direction that anyone else is. So, honestly, if we're at the point where an I-beam is coming, I look around. I'm always looking around me trying to figure out what area is most clear in case I get it. The problem is that because there's only a few of them, there's so many of us, there's a good chance that next poll somebody will get it who has never gotten it. And I at least have trouble with the mechanic unless I've done it at least once. I've only gotten it once so far.
If everybody stacks on green, it's real easy. You can go anywhere because nobody will be anywhere else.
The reason I'm asking is because people may not know, and let's just be really clear. If you get the I-beam, okay, you gotta get away. Gotta get away from everybody else as fast as possible.
That portal right there will get you away.
Yep.
There you go.
You
That'll help.
almost don't have enough time though to pick your mouse up and find that cursor. Sometimes it's better just to seriously turn and run. If it
Yeah,
takes you
and
half a
it's-
second to click that, you're not gonna have enough time to get out of the way.
Yep, it's really quick. If you once it's on you, you get out or everybody's dead.
It's generally you don't want to stack on this phase in general. You want to spread out. So if you do run, you might only kill one person or chain it to one person, and then they can survive. If you chain it to 6 or 7 people, everyone's dead instantly.
If you have a speed buff, you should take your speed buff, and you should use your speed buff when you get I-beam.
One thing to note as well, this is especially the first phase, it's really not a tight race at all. It's more important to get to phase 2 with everyone alive. So if you need to slow down DPS to focus more on avoiding the I-beam, that's fine.
Guys, we've beaten this to death. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, whoever that was, but let's give it another go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Creatures must serve or die.
Three, two, one. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Back in the room.
You have to go all the way to the outside.
Yep, keep moving back.
Spread.
I-beam's coming up.
Hey guys.
Okay, next over to
Good job.
position.
Perfect job on I-beams.
Okay, let's do that again.
Don't stand in front of the boss. I got somebody behind me. Reposition. Get back on green.
Hit boss's butt.
I do.
Oh,
almost.
Done.
Finish the one. Do not
Someone else
release.
chained it and wiped the rest of us.
Do not release. Do not release. Do not release.
out of the back.
That's why we kind of loosely spread, so it won't chain to as many people.
Yeah, this is
Well-
why we didn't stack tightly before. But
We're gonna
honestly,
we're gonna get a res. Don't release.
We have a res.
Loose spread's bad because a loose spread means there's a lot of room that you can chain to everybody if it goes the bad direction.
Yeah, unless we can spread absolutely everybody in an 8-yard range, which probably isn't going to happen every time. Like that's spreading is no good.
I'm gonna add loose spread worked in normal. It will not work in heroic the way the fucking donuts are working, because half the raid will go one way, half the raid will go the other way, and just,
It'll also cause all the mini little ads to be spread out everywhere.
You just have to move it. Be paying attention. As soon as the thing is called, pay attention. Look for yourself.
So let's be a little more. Fibs has a symbol on his head. It's green triangle. You should be standing directly on top of Fibs. It'd also make it just that much easier for the people that have the ability to get out of the raid.
And when we're dodging donuts and you have to choose someplace to go, move towards that green pillar. You don't have to be on.
You might get out again, Hamon.
I heard that sounded fine.
When the donuts are happening, and you've got to choose where to move in the direction of the green light pillar. You don't have to be right on top of it, just in that general direction so everybody's not spread out.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If he was a superior, he wouldn't have a model from Pandaria.
Okay, moving away from the front door. Move. Move again.
Spread to.
I-beam's coming.
Get on top of triangle.
Not this time.
I taunted early, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it should be up. We can reposition after this trio. Okay, reposition. Get away from the front of the boss. Behind him when we can. Okay, I-beam's coming in 5. Get ready, guys.
Get on top of Fibs.
That's why we don't know.
Wait, what happened there?
Someone didn't run.
Land was too slow.
Do not release. No releasing, no releasing. Do not release. Okay, someone was talking. You can go now.
My DBM did not say anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, even an icon above his head.
I saw an icon above. I saw the icon.
Gotta get out of the way.
I saw it at the absolute last second.
I saw that icon, and I saw that icon not moving.
I saw Cheyenne to get it, and he ran out, and he came back, and then boom, everybody died.
No, Cheyenne was. There's 3 of them. Shy was.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there's 3. Okay.
Then there was a second one, and then the third one was Lan, and Lan didn't get the one. He's saying so. Go.
No, he was second. Lan was second.
Lan was second.
Third was Arch.
I didn't bother at that point.
Yeah, no, everyone was already dead when Arch got it.
Okay, let's go look at the DBM Zekbaz settings. There is a miscellaneous yell width count when you are affected by I-beam. Everybody should have that checked. If you're not running DBM, then you're not running an add-on
doing
that's
it
required
wrong.
by the raid. I mean, so guys, like, it's you should see big chat bubbles above your head when this is going on too. That's the other thing is if you don't have chat bubbles turned on, go turn that on as well.
Yeah, Land didn't get it. Land didn't have chat, did not have a chat bubble.
Yeah, apparently something switched a couple of my settings.
Oh, hey, Haman and Adam. There's a setting in there where it'll show the swap warning after shatter instead of waiting for the second lash.
We were just talking about that.
Okay. I didn't know because I've been pissed that it didn't have
We've
that
been
before.
doing it
so.
pretty well on our own without DBM, but that's helpful. Where is the setting? Come on, which one is it?
Miscellaneous, it's for me it was the only one that was unchecked. If you're not Adam, if you're not Valcourt, take a look towards your right. You'll see this blue square jumping near the green pillar. There was a handful of you that were really good about being near the green pillar when the donuts were happening, and there were a bunch of people on the other side of the room when you were running from the donuts. So please, just make a concerted effort to generally be in the same spot so we don't have more, explosions if we can avoid it.
Wait, donut. I'm confused now.
When the donuts come out and people are scattering to not be in the donuts, we kind of want everybody on the same side of the room if we can.
Okay, so why A, but B, if the tanks go to the far end of the room, we can't go to the green triangle because we lose range.
It's just a guide point. It's in that general direction. You don't have to be stacked on it, but you shouldn't be like over on this side of the room over here doing stuff and whatever. See what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying during donuts, we will follow wherever you or Adam go, or Eric for that matter. If you guys head off towards the back left corner of the room, we will go tearing off after you, because
And that's fine. And in that situation, one of those sides is closer to the green triangle than the other side is.
I think I found the settings that corrected that.
We need the priest buff.
Do you really need it though?
yes, especially the mages who fall over in a strong wind.
With the way you guys heal, yeah.
Oh,
Snap.
Guess who's not getting heals?
Who hasn't been getting heals all night?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Much better, Haman. Thank you.
1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Going back through.
I'm out of range.
And back in.
Spread
Birds.
sword.
My beam's coming soon.
I don't think I taunted.
You did. coming.
Going to reposition the boss.
Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Back of the room.
Spread soon.
I mean,
I think put this out.
That sucked. A lot.
Do not release. Do not release.
Not a single worthy trait
When this last safe zone is the center one, it sucks because the tanks have to run him in, so he's pointing right at us. I got clipped by the cleave.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll try and make it. I'll try and make it easier so he's not pointing inward. It's just such a big model. It sucks.
yeah.
If that actually, one thing that might help, if that happens and I assume the tanks are watching the timer on that. If you can call out that there's a cleave incoming during the donuts, that would let us know to be more careful about donut positioning during that until that tank thing goes off. Because I just didn't even know to be looking for it at that time. I thought it was safe.
Keep an eye on. I'll try and keep an eye on it.
I thought he didn't cast in that phase too.
I think he doesn't until he finishes the cast, but he finishes the cast before the last donut explodes, I think. And so he turned and cleaved the hell out of us.
Blade Storm for the win.
Manmar, what's up?
Looking at his Blade Storm button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Where's the back?
Spread soon.
Cleave coming. I-beam coming.
Stack on green. Too slow.
And that's why you have to have a tight stack, because if people aren't stacked, they can't make it out.
That was
fast
not.
enough, and then-
That was not the fault of the stack.
I don't know, man. I moved as soon as I got it, and I couldn't get out fast enough away from it.
Yeah, there was people spread loosely, and it chained, and it got the whole stack. That's exactly what happened. I watched.
No.
it.
Do not
He
release.
did a little zigzag.
I did. I did do a little something.
Not a single worthy trait among you.
Oh look, a feast.
No.
Oh, you tease.
I didn't even. Oh, I did get it. I got a bite.
Res
I got it.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I sat down, but I didn't get food and drink.
So what's going on?
I-beams.
think Venus is in retrogression.
That's Mercury.
Retrograde.
Okay, so the I-beam still is a big thing. We're going to continue with the stacking, the way keeping it tight. When that's coming up and somebody said, I-beam is coming, DPS is less important. Granted, healing is important, but you don't have to look at who you're healing, so you can just make yourself face outwards. So if you get it, you can just move forward, and it's quick and done and easy.
Or strafe, because you strafe as fast as you move forward. But whatever you need to do, just react instantly.
And also, keep an eye on the green triangles, because we do have people spread out a lot in a half moon after the fact, and we still have people on the left side of the room instead of the right side of the room when the donuts are happening.
So, I mean, this is the same thing. We're only making it through the first set of I-beams, so it's Titan Spark, donuts, and then I-beam. So at the end of the first donuts, immediately go stack on Fibs, who is the... Hey, Mark, could we change the green triangle to
Yeah.
either on Fibs or the other one to something else?
Orange is pretty easy to spot, I think. Kind of big.
Doesn't really matter.
Put a condom. There,
There we go. Put a condom on Fib. After the first donuts, you need to go stack on the condom as tightly as possible. The first phase of this is just essentially a flow of those two abilities, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titan Spark is just always up. It doesn't mean anything. Just ignore it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lesser creatures must serve or die.
Three, two, 1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
I-beams.
I-beams are coming.
Tighten up that stack. Get it out.
Sorry, I got one person.
That didn't.
Just kick him. Tell us about I-beams, Entrails.
Do not release. No releasing. Do not release.
It's not his fault.
No collusion.
Solidarity.
Not a single worthy trait among you.
It's not Angel's fault.
Well, let's take a screenshot of this evidence here, and we'll conduct a crime scene.
I feel like CSI couldn't handle this. That's a lot of corpses in one spot.
There'll be an FBI investigation, but it'll be limited in scope.
Listen, if you think the FBI can investigate shit, you are sorely mistaken. There's only one agency that knows how to investigate shit, and they keep it all close.
Yes, it's the IRS.
I thought the sewage people investigated shit.
The IRS is no joke.
Or IRS.
What Fatty said has a point.
Yeah, you should be doing everything you can to occupy the exact same space that Fibs is, not like a rugby scrum, like everyone standing on top of everyone else.
Fibs, are you a condom?
Yep.
Should be rememberable.
Ironic. So for DPS, you should be aiming to stack on the condom orange circle.
Because of the 4 dimples, I think it's closer to a nipple than a condom.
Nipple?
5, 4.
I don't know. Never seen one of those.
2, 1.
It's a puppy nipple. That's all.
Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
One's back.
I mean,
Get on top of the circle.
I beam soon.
Oh.
Excellent work.
We did the thing.
Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
That's awkward.
I apologize, healers.
Ow.
oh, Eric.
That was me.
I think Eric was getting hit by the
I was
melees.
nailed by the melees because not a tight stack on the melees.
So frail. So
Yeah, sorry, Hamana, I rezzed and I didn't know where the fuck I was and I couldn't taunt off you off the second thing.
I didn't know where I was, so I just stood in the bed so I didn't point it at the raid.
Thanks, I think it's unacceptable that you're not infinitely tough. Please stop requiring healing.
I'll reroll for more.
Fine,
No,
I'll change my...
I'm attached to Plague Priest, and I have no desire to play Shadow. I like tanks that need heals.
Or rather, I'll change my emphasis from DPS to tankability.
You guys are fine, honestly. We lost Valcourt because the problem is that some of us are having trouble making it all the way across the rings when you guys run to the back of the room.
I think we're able to, where we positioned, we are able to consistently always go to the back of the room in that first set of rings, so
the problem is
plan on that.
there's a bunch of people in the back that can't consistently make it.
That's a longer distance when you guys pull them back there.
Yeah, because
Well,
we have to
if
run
we
all
go
the
to
way
the
across
front-
the circle and across the ring, like the middle circle.
Yeah,
and the ring.
it's
a long
pulling
way.
back there means you're getting separated from healers and you're
Portal right here takes you right to where you need to be.
I have a quick question. If everyone's supposed to stay nearly stacked on condom, then shouldn't everyone be able to make it up there if condom does?
I am staying stacked on condom. I'm using speed boosts to get there, and I've been hit by the rings a couple times.
Once he starts casting that, he does stop doing everything else. So you don't have to worry about the cleave. You can actually cheat and move directly to his face while he's casting the rings. And then even if it's the outer ring and it's the hardest one, you should be able to get all the way clear during that cast.
So he doesn't cleave when he's casting like that at the ring.
No, he sticks both claws in the ground. You can see the little purple rings around him when he's casting it, and he's like that for like at least 5-10 seconds, something like that, just doing
awesome.
nothing and
That's
casting the ring.
Because I wondered about that.
Yeah, I've been cheating a lot because I really wanted to make sure I had heals on the tanks, and I kept getting cut off. So I just cheat really heavily as soon as I see him shove it into the ground. As soon as he sticks it in.
There's a joke there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, I was setting you guys up. What the hell?
too easy.
That's what she said.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some lesser creatures must serve or die.
Three, two, one. Watch your step.
Start moving.
Spreads here.
I beam at 4.
Wow. That was me. God, I was way
Ow.
the fuck away too.
You ran next to a person who was close enough.
I was running back in and you ran at me.
Chase. Oh, that is sucky.
Alright. It's a good attempt,
So,
though.
can I make a suggestion? After that first ring, is there a reason don't skirt him back around to face the way he was facing before, just until after the I-beam? Because we're all running in a big semicircle when the I-beam clocks counts down, and that's part of the reason we're having trouble staying stacked.
Are you okay with that, Hamon? I can do that.
Sure. Yeah, see how that works.
Alright, so when I'm pulling him back towards the center, just keeping him facing towards the door, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay, I'll try
Yeah,
that.
it's easier for you guys, right?
Well, I mean, I just assume position him where he was when we started, but I can do that. No problem.
I think the DPS can find his ass.
It's not that. It's during that. It's the trend going from Surging Darkness to I-beams. We're still moving around when the first I-beam.
No, I know, but the tanks would be refacing him just for the DPS, I think. So they don't need to do that. They just pull him back and
Oh yeah,
we'll find his ass.
All right, we'll give that a shot. Elijah makes a good point in that if 2 consecutive I-beams run in the same direction, it can be disaster. So if there's like left, right, left, or right, left, right, whatever alternating, that should leave plenty of room, or, you know, left, back, left, or whatever you want, just not the same in a row.
Yep. Let's just we're gonna do left, right, left rather than leave it to people to figure out on the fly.
Anyone else have a Jeeves I can drop right now?
There's one in the back.
Thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't see him.
There's one in front of the food plate,
Thanks, Lane.
too. Ooh, 300 gold.
True steel. That's awesome. Oh, Goblin Platter Kit Pizza.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
You will be eradicated.
Close, close.
So move into the back of the room. Okay, move into the front of the room.
Spread to.
Get on his butt for IB.
Run out.
Nice job.
Damn you, fatty.
Just doing my job, man.
I beam.
Hold on.
3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Pre-position.
Going to the back of the. My dad's coming too.
Spread to.
Back to the front of the room. I beam. Get on his butt.
Run out.
Cord's dead. Monster need extra heals. Oh, stage 2.
Symbol of hope.
External ones?
No, internal heals only this phase. External heals trigger and enrage.
Stun and interrupt the ones we're killing. Oh, we split DPS, but as long as he's dead, it's okay.
Interrupt. 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 Three, two, one.
Res Valcourt in 5 seconds. Res Valcourt.
Maybe wait till after donuts.
I'll take it after the donuts are done. Let's go into the front of the room. And back to mid. Oh, sorry. Front door.
Don't step in
Watch
those
the puddle right
puddles.
next to me.
Avoid those puddles, be very careful.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Ads.
Interrupt. 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 Interrupt.
Ads killing people.
Interrupt. 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 Interrupt.
Their casting speed gets ridiculous.
Well, that was better. It's also the last attempt of the evening.
We had a couple of
Oh, what
solid
is that
attempts
thing
there.
in the back?
I don't know where the big ass came from. It spawned on me when I was nowhere near a puddle.
There's just a ghostly Yogg-Strahd face in the back that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, the old god that he's currently channeling is visible in the back of the room, and you can get an achievement for poking it.
So we got a new boss down. Progress for us. Good. Coming back Tuesday. Yesterday, Sunday. We're coming back Tuesday. We're killing more stuff than we killed last Tuesday. And spending more time on progression.